Okay, good job on taking your Unit 5 test. It's hard to take math tests online, so I'm proud of you guys for doing it. Good job. I'm going to go over each of the problems here like we would do when we were at school after we would take a test. So just follow along with me on my screen, okay? And we'll go over the right answers. So the first one says, which picture graph shows the data in the table? Choose the correct graph below. So we're choosing between these three graphs, and here is the table, okay? So it says Brad has 5, so we need to find the graph where Brad has 5. In this one, Brad has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so this could be it. In this one, Brad has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so we know that B is not the right answer. And in this one, Brad has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's either going to be A or C. Let's look at Mark now. Mark has 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or it could be C. Let's count those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so far, A and C are the same. We know that it's not B because Brad had too many on B. So let's look at the next one. Pam has 9. Well, we don't even have to count on this one because look at Pam. This is where Pam ends. She has 9. Mark only had 8. So if this is 8, this graph is showing that Pam has less than 8, but she's supposed to have 9. Okay, 9 is more than 8. So let's check C and see if that's right. Mark had 8. Pam has 9, which is one more. So Pam has 9 here. And the last one is Lewis. Let's just make sure this is right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lewis has 6. So the answer for that one is C. All right, number 2. Which bar graph shows the data in the table to the right? So this is the same exact thing. It just has different colors on the bar graph, okay? So we're looking at Brad should have 8. Now this one has numbers at the bottom, so we don't have to count. So 8. Yep, Brad has 8 on this one. 8. Yep, Brad has 8 on this one. 8. Yep, Brad has 8 on that one. So far all of them could be right. Mark, 5. Let's see if Mark has 5 on this one. Yep, here's the number 5. Mark goes to 5. Here's the number 5. Mark goes to 5. Here's the number 5. Mark goes past 5. So this one we know is not letter C. Letter C is not the answer. It's either going to be A or B. So let's look at Pam and see if she'll help us find the right one. Pam should have 7. Here's the number 7, and Pam on here has 7. Here's the number 7. Pam on here has more than 7. So our right answer is probably going to be A. Let's just make sure that Lewis has 9. Here's the 9. Lewis has 9. The correct answer is A. All right, use the picture graph. This one is a picture graph. Choose the correct statement. Select all that apply. Now this one's tricky. They did not make this picture graph right. Can you see what's wrong with it? Their names, since Paula's name is shorter, they started the strawberries back here. But is that easy for us to tell? The strawberries, are they lined up nice and easy for us? They're not. So this one's kind of tricky because they didn't totally make the graph correct. Now this one says choose the correct statement. Select all that apply. So that means we can choose more than one. Okay, there might be a couple that are correct. So let's see. Paula has 2 more strawberries than Reynaldo. Well, we need to count how many each of them have. Paula has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And Reynaldo has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So Reynaldo has 9. Oops, let me grab this. Reynaldo has 9. Paula has 7. So the difference between them is 2, but we know that Reynaldo has more. Okay, so does Paula have 2 more strawberries? No, she has less. Does Reynaldo have 2 more strawberries? Yes, he does. So B is correct. So I'm going to click B. This one says Paula and Reynaldo have 16 strawberries in all. That might be right. If Paula has 7, why isn't it? There we go. Paula has 7 and Reynaldo has 9. And we add those together. 7 plus 9 is 16. So that means this one is also correct. So B and C are both correct on this one. All right, use the bar graph to solve the problem. Okay, so here's the bar graph. If we look at this bar graph, I'm going to zoom in because it's kind of small. Okay, it's got horses, cows, pigs, and chickens. There are 9 horses, 6 cows, 4 pigs, and 8 chickens. Okay, it says the farm has 6 more goats than cows. Goats are not on here. How many goats does the farm have? Well, how can we figure out goats if it's not on the graph? I want you to think about that for a second. Okay, what do we know from the graph? We do know the cows, right? And this is telling us that there's 6 more goats than cows. So if we take our cows, which is... This thing is in the way, we can't see, sorry. If we take our cows, there's 6 cows, right? And it says the farm has 6 more goats than cows. All we have to do is take our cows, which is 6, and make 6 more, which would be addition. The answer is 12. Okay? Sorry. Okay, so 6 more goats than cows. We have 6 cows. 6 more than that is 12. So right in here, you have to type the number 12. 1, 2. Okay? All right, next one. Use the bar graph to solve the problem. Make this small. Okay. Same bar graph, 9 horses, 6 cows, 4 pigs, 8 chickens. This time it's saying all of the cows and the horses are in the pasture. Okay, so if we imagine a pasture, I'm going to get my whiteboard actually. I'll make this bigger. Okay, look at this whiteboard. Here's a pasture. A pasture just needs a field of grass, okay, but I'm just going to draw a square. And it says all the cows and horses are in the pasture. So horses, there are 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those 9 horses are in the pasture, and the cows are in the pasture too. And on our graph, we can see that there's 6 cows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means altogether we have 9 horses plus 6 cows. 9 plus 6 equals 15. Okay, so there are 15 animals in the pasture. Then it says, then 5 go back to the barn. How many animals are still in the pasture? Okay, so we know that there's 15 that start there, and then it tells us right here, 5 go back to the barn. So we need to cross out 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And figure out how many animals are still in the pasture. Okay, so we could just count how many are left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So our answer would be 10. Or we could use subtraction. We know that there's 15, and we can take away 5, because 5 of them left. They went away, so we have to take 5 away. 5 minus 5 is 0. 1 minus nothing is 1. So our answer is 10. So sometimes it helps to draw a picture, because then you can see the animals in the pasture and literally take 5 of them away. Okay? So the correct answer is 5. So on here, oh, I'm sorry. The correct answer is 10. So on here, we're going to choose 10. Sorry, confused you. And now we'll click next. All right, same graph again. Okay, let me erase this. It says, this time it says, if Mr. Brown's farm gets 3 more pigs, how many more chickens than pigs will there be? Okay, so right now, it's talking about the pigs at first. Right now, Mr. Brown has 4 pigs. And it says, if he gets 3 more pigs. So right now he has 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it says if he gets 3 more. So let's add 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we could also do 4 that he has plus 3 more equals 7, good. So he has 7 pigs, okay? If he gets 3 more, he will have 7 pigs. But that's not the question. The question is, how many more chickens than pigs will there be? So we have to look at our graph again. Chickens, it says that there are 8 chickens. So let's draw 8 chickens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are chickens, so I'm going to put a C. Okay, so there's 8, can you see that? Chickens. And we found out that there would be 7 pigs. So here's the pigs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So how many more chickens than pigs will there be? Well, look, they line up all the way until this last one. So there's 1 more chicken than pig. Okay? If he gets 3 more pigs and has 7, then that means there will be only 1 more chicken than pig. Another way we could do that instead of a picture is subtraction. We know that there are 8 chickens, so we can take away the 7 pigs and figure out that the difference between them is 1. Okay? So now look back at the test screen. It says there will be blank more. So we're going to type in a 1. There's going to be 1 more what? If you did not choose a label, it marked part of it wrong. So make sure you choose in the label. Is there going to be 1 more chicken, 1 more horse, or 1 more cow? The question was about chickens, so the answer is chicken. Okay. Next one, use the bar graph. Is the statement correct? Move me out of the way. Okay, so you have to choose yes or no for each of these questions, okay? And right here it says there's 7 yellow flowers, 2 orange flowers, 7 red flowers, and 9 purple flowers. Okay, so we're comparing flowers in Mrs. Singer's garden. The first question, we have to decide yes or no. Is it true or not? The first one says there are 2 more purple flowers than yellow flowers. Okay, here's purple, here's yellow. Are there 2 more purple? Well, here's yellow. Let's go up 2 lines. 1, 2. Is that the same as purple? Yes, it is. So there are 2 more purple. We can also say yellow. There's 7 flowers. If we add 2 to that, what would it equal? 7 plus 2 is 9. Are there 9 purple flowers? Yes. So there are 2 more purple flowers than yellow flowers. The first one is a yes. Next one says there are 25 flowers in Mrs. Singer's garden in all. In all means we are going to add all the flowers together. So we've got our yellow flowers, which is 7. Our orange flowers, which is 2. Our red flowers, which is 7 as well. And our purple flowers, which is 9. And we have to add all those together to see how many flowers are in that garden. 7 plus 2 is 9. Plus 7 is 16. Plus 9 more is 25. Okay, another way you could do that, instead of adding all 4 numbers, you could do 7 plus 2, these first 2 ones, and then you could do 7 plus 9, these ones. Find out 7 plus 2 is 9. 7 plus 9 is 16. And then you can just add these 2 numbers together. 16 plus 9. 6 plus 9 is, good, 15. We put our 5 down here and our new 10 up here. 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay, so these are both different ways that you could add those 4 numbers. You could just add them all 4 together, or you could add 2 of them, and then add their answers. Either way will get you the right answer, which is 25. And this says there are 25 flowers, so that is true. We're going to click yes. Okay, next one says, if 4 of the yellow flowers are tulips and the rest are daffodils, there must be 7 daffodils. Well, let's see. It says if 4 of the yellow flowers, so we're only talking about yellow flowers. And how many yellow flowers are there? 7. So let's draw 7 yellow flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, there's 7 yellow flowers. It's saying if 4 of them are tulips and the rest are daffodils, there must be 7 daffodils. Okay, let's see if that's true. If 4 of these are tulips, so let's put a T over 4 of them for tulips. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those 4 are tulips. The rest of the yellow ones are daffodils. So how many are daffodils? We'll put a D for daffodil. 1, 2, 3. That would mean there are only 3 daffodils. This says there must be 7 daffodils. Is that correct? Or did we just find out that there would only be 3? We just found out that there would only be 3, so there can't be 7, so that is wrong. The answer on that one is no. Okay? The last one on here says, Mrs. Singer plants 7 more orange flowers in her garden. Now there are 2 more orange flowers than red flowers. Okay, let's break that into 2 parts. Mrs. Singer plants 7 more orange flowers in her garden. Right now, if we look at our graph, she only has 2 orange flowers. If she plants, look at the question, Mrs. Singer plants 7 more, how many will she have? 2 plus 7 equals 9. That means she'll have 9 orange flowers. And this is saying if she had 9 orange flowers, that would mean that she has 2 more orange flowers than red flowers. How many red flowers does she have? If we look at our graph, she has 7 red flowers. 9 orange and 7 red. It's saying that that would be 2 more orange than red. Is 9 2 more than 7? Does 7 plus 2 equal 9? It does, right? We could also draw our 9 orange flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can you see that? Yes. And draw our 7 red flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And see that there are how many more orange ones? 2 more. You see that? So this one is correct. That would be a yes. All right. Next problem. You guys are doing great. Hang in there. Keep following along. Use the bar graph. Is the statement correct? Correct means true. So is this statement true? Choose yes or no. This is the same. Oh, it's a different graph. Here we go. This time in her garden, she has 7 yellow ones, 6 orange flowers, 5 red, and 9 purple. There are 27 flowers in Mrs. Singer's garden in all. Is that true or not? We need to do what to find out how many are in her garden in all? Think about it. Say it out loud. Yep, we need to add them all together. So, 7 yellow flowers, 6 orange flowers, 5 red flowers, and 9 purple flowers. We can add all these numbers together, or we could separate it into 2 different problems. We could add these 2 together, 7 plus 6, and then we could add these 2 together, 5 plus 9. And then we could add their answers if we want. Okay, or we could just add them all. Either way will get you the right answer. Let's do it this way first. 7 plus 6 is 13. 5 plus 9 is 14. So these were the first 2. These were the second 2. Now we have to add those together. 13 plus 14. Start with our ones. 3 plus 4 is 7. 1 plus 1 is 2. So that means there's 27 flowers. Let's add it this way too and just make sure that we're correct, okay? 7 plus 6 is, well, look, we did it right here, 13. Now we're going to add 5. So count up 5 from 13. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we're at 18, and we're going to add 9 more to 18. So let's add 9 more fingers to 18. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So our answer is 27. Good, we got the same answer, so that means we did it right. So, are there 27 flowers in her garden? Yes, there are. We'll choose yes. Next one, different graph. There are 6 yellow flowers, 4 orange flowers, 6 red flowers, and 9 purple flowers. We need to decide if this sentence down here is true. It says if 2 of the yellow flowers are tulips and the rest are daffodils, there must be 6 daffodils. We did one kind of like this a couple problems ago. We're talking about which color flowers? The yellow flowers. And yellow flowers, there are 6. So let's draw 6 yellow flowers. Here are our 6 yellow flowers. And it says if 2 of them are tulips and the rest are daffodils. Let's label these. 2 of these are tulips. T for tulip, T for tulip. There's our 2 tulips. The rest are daffodils. So that means this is a daffodil, this is a daffodil, this is a daffodil, and this is a daffodil. How many daffodils do we have? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 daffodils. What does this say? It says there must be 6 daffodils. So is this sentence correct? No, it is not. Okay, so the correct answer is no. If you wanted to do an equation for that, you would write 6, because that's how many total yellow flowers there are. And you would take away the tulips to see how many daffodils there are. If we look at our problem over here, it says there are, if 2 of the flowers are tulips. So if we take away 2 flowers, because those are tulips, 6 minus 2 is 4. Okay, is that the same as we got up here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So either way gets you the number 4. This says there's 6, but we know the answer is 4. So no, this is not correct. Halfway done. All right, here we go. Use this bar graph. Is the statement correct? This time, if we look at the bar graph, how many yellow flowers are there? 7. Orange, there are 6. Red, there are 5. And purple, there are 9. Okay? It's saying Mrs. Singer plants 2 more orange flowers in her garden. Now there are 3 more orange flowers than red flowers. Let's see if that's true. Okay? Let's do our orange flowers here and our red flowers right underneath, because that's what we are comparing. Orange flowers versus red flowers, because it says orange flowers, red flowers. Okay? So let's just see what we start with. We start with 6 orange flowers. So we'll draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And how many red flowers do we start with? If we look at our graph, we start with 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I made these line up so that it should be somewhat easy to tell that those all line up. So how many more orange flowers are there right now? Right now there's only 1 more. And it's saying Mrs. Singer plants 2 more orange flowers. So we got to add 2 orange flowers to this. And now there are 3 more orange flowers than red flowers. And we have to decide if that's true. Are there 3 more orange flowers than red flowers now? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. Are there 3 more now? Yes. So this is yes. All right. Now we're moving on to clocks. It says, select the correct answer. At blank, Joel watches the sunrise. The sun rises in the morning, okay? It's been dark all night while you're sleeping, and then the sun comes up in the morning. And we have to choose if that would be at 6 a.m. or 6 p.m. Which one means morning? A.m. means morning. So it wouldn't make sense if the sun didn't come up until 6 p.m. That's like dinner time, okay? 6 a.m. is the correct answer, because that's in the morning, early in the morning, when the sun would come up. Next one says, select the correct answer to complete this sentence. Owen has dinner at... Oh, okay, sorry. I thought they were trying to make the pizza a clock, but it's just a picture of pizza, saying maybe he had pizza for dinner, okay? We have to decide what time would it make sense for Owen to have dinner. Remember, AM is morning before 12 o'clock noon. PM is nighttime and afternoon after 12 o'clock. Okay? So, would he have dinner at 7 a.m. or 7 p.m.? 7 a.m. is before school even starts. That's in the morning. 7 p.m. is after school. So he would have dinner at 7 p.m. Select the correct answer to complete the sentence. Laura has lunch at, what time would lunch be? Okay, this one's a little tricky. 12:30 a.m. or 12:30 p.m. 12 o'clock a.m. is midnight. That's the moment that it becomes a new day, okay, is midnight. It's called midnight, but it's 12 o'clock a.m. So 12:30 a.m. would be 30 minutes after midnight. Is she going to have lunch 30 minutes after midnight? No, that's the middle of the night when we're asleep. 12:30 p.m. is 12:30 in the afternoon. We go to school at 9 a.m. and then it becomes an hour later is 10 a.m. An hour later is 11 a.m. and then we get to 12 halfway through the day and it switches to p.m. So 12:30 p.m. would be when you have lunch. All right. Drag and drop the number tiles into the correct box to show the time on the digital clock. I'm going to zoom in on this clock and make me smaller. Okay. Here's the digital clock. The shorthand is the hour. The longhand is the minute. So this one is shorter right here. So this is the hour. This one is longer. So this is the minute. Okay. The hour hand, where is it pointing? If we follow this point, it's pointing about right here. Okay. It's in between the 4 and the 5. Now remember, if it's in between two numbers, you always say the lower one because has it gotten to the 5 yet? It's really close, but it has not gotten to the 5 yet. So it can't be 5 something if it hasn't even gotten to 5 o'clock, right? So it's still 4 something for the hour. So we're going to move this 4 into the first one, okay? Now we have to decide the minutes. And when we find the minutes on a clock, you count by 5s. So you start at 1 and we count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So the minute hand is at the 10, which is 50. So the time is 4:50. All right, enter the time, Here. Enter the time as it would be on a digital clock, okay? A digital clock is like what you see on your phone or like on like a watch. I don't know if you can see that, but it's where it writes the numbers, okay? So let's look at this clock right here. The hour hand, where is that pointing? It's halfway between the 4 and the 5. So has it gotten to 5 o'clock yet? Yes or no? It has not gotten to 5 o'clock yet. So it can't be 5 something. That means it's still in the 4 o'clock time because it's not to the 5 yet. So it's still in the 4s. So the hour is 4. And the minutes, we have to count by 5s. Starting at the 1. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So it is 4:30. Okay, it might want you to put a 0 in front. Either way is correct. 0, 4 just means 4. It means that there's 0 tenths, okay? So it would be 4:30. Same thing, enter the time as it would be on a digital clock. The hour hand again is really close to the 5, but is it to the 5 yet? It's still in the 4s. So it's still 4. We'll put 0, 4. And the minutes, count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So 4:50. 50 is the number 50. So that time says 4:50. All right, this one looks like it has a couple different things that you have to select, okay? So let's make sure we answer all the questions. The first one says, the football game starts at 12:25. Select the clock that shows the correct time. So the hour is 12, so it's going to be in the 12s. And the hour hand is which one, small or big? Small. The hour hand is the small one, because remember, we have the word hour and we have the word minute. Which one is longer? The word minute is longer, so the minute hand is longer, okay? So the hour is 12, so we're looking for a clock that has the hour hand, the smaller hand, in the 12s. Does this one? This one goes right here. It's in between the 12 and the 1, but it's not to the 1 yet. So this one is in the 12. So the hour on this one is the 12, so it could be this one. Let's look at the hour hand on B. The hour hand on this one is right here by the 9. So that is not 12. The hour hand on this one is right here, which is by the 2, between the 2 and the 3. So this hour hand is at 2 something. So that's not 12. And this hour hand, I don't know why they made this one black instead of pink, but it's the smaller one, the shorter one right here. It's in between the 3 and the 4. So the hour on this one would be 3, but we're looking for 12. This is the only one that has the hour hand at the 12. Let's make sure the minutes are at 25, okay? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Hour hands in the 12, minute hands at 25. So the correct answer on this is A. That was the first part of the problem. Now we go to the second part. It says Mac arrives at the football field at 12:40. Does he see the start of the game? Complete the explanation. Okay, so I have to do. Here's a clock. Okay, the game started at 12:25. So I'm going to make this clock say 12:25. Good. Okay. This clock says, make me a little bit bigger. Okay, this clock says 12:25. It's in between the 12 and the 1, but it hasn't gotten to the 1 yet. And our hand, or the minute hand, is 25. And it says Mac arrives at the football field at 12:40. So we have to move the minute hand to 40. Right now it's at 25. So are we going to go forwards or are we going to go back in time to get to 40? We have to go forwards to get to the 40. There's 12:30, 12:35, 12:40. So he doesn't get there until 12:40. What time did the game start? It started back at 12:25. So did he get there in time? No, he did not. Does he see the start of the game? No, he does not, because 12:40 is after 12:25, right? If it started at 12:25, he got there at 12:40. Here's 12:25. He got there 5, 10, 15 minutes late. Okay, so that's this one. All right, last problem. Elise picks 28 peaches. She picks 14 fewer than Charlie. How many peaches does Charlie pick? We are comparing two people, so we can use comparison bars. Here are our comparison bars. Remember, the top one is for the queen or king of the problem. And this, the circle, is for the word more or fewer. Okay, so let's start with the king or the queen. Actually, let's start with this one. This is the easiest because you just look for the word more or fewer in the problem. And if there's a number next to it, you put it in the circle. Okay, here's the problem. Elise picks 28 peaches. She picks 14 fewer than Charlie. Do you see the word more or fewer in this problem? Dun, 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 it's right here, fewer. Is there a number next to fewer? Yes, the number 14. 14 is the difference between Elise and Charlie. So the number 14 was next to the word fewer, so we're going to put it in the circle. Okay. Now we just need to decide who's the queen or the king of the problem, who has the most peaches. It says Elise picks 28, and she picks 14 fewer than Charlie. Fewer means less. So Elise, she picked less than Charlie. She picked less than Charlie. That means Charlie picked the most. So Charlie gets to be on top. How many peaches does Charlie pick? Do we know? No, so we have to leave the top blank. Elise picked less, so she goes down on the bottom. Do we know how many she picked? Let's look at the problem. It says Elise picks 28 peaches. So we can put Elise's number down here because we know it. Okay, so we know that Elise picked 28 peaches, and that was 14 fewer than Charlie. How do we get up to Charlie? How do we get up to the castle, to the king or the queen of the problem? The king or the queen is in the castle up on the hill. So we have to get higher. The only way to make numbers go higher between addition and subtraction is, which one will make the numbers go higher? Adding or subtracting? Adding. So we're going to add these two numbers. 28 plus 14. Okay? 8 plus 4 is 12. Put our 2 down there because it's in the ones place. Put our new 10 up here with our tens. 1 plus 2 is 3. Plus 1 is 4. So how many peaches did Charlie pick? 42. Charlie picks, right here in the answer, we're going to write 42. Now, in order to get this correct, we have to choose a label. Are we talking about peaches, strawberries, or oranges? Peaches, okay? So he picks 42 peaches, okay? And that was the last problem. I hope that that helped you. Good job on getting your test done and on watching this whole review. I know it was long, but thanks for following along with me. I love you guys, and have a great night or day. I don't know what time you're watching this video, but I miss you guys. Love you. Bye.